मैं बैठी हूँ।
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
कोल्ड हार्टेड अलग होता है,
Good morning.
कोल्ड अलग होता है। मेरा
Now,
दिल अच्छा है, वार्म।
mute yourself, everybody. When I ask the question, then only you unmute yourself and speak out, okay? Otherwise, you keep your mics off. Mics, video, and audio both off. Now, in our last class, that is, we have completed this paragraph. That is, how do we prioritize? This part we have completed. I hope you have understood this. Who was James Mill? Can anybody tell me? We have understood about James Mill, na? Who was James Mill?
James Mill was a Scottish economist and political philosopher.
Very good. James Mill was a Scottish economics and political philosopher. And what was his contribution? What was his contribution? What did he publish?
Hindu, Muslim, and British.
He published.
A 3-volume work, A
Very
History of
good.
British India.
Yeah, very good. He published a 3-volume work that is a history of British India. This full to be written. When the question is asked about the 3-volume work, you have to write down this full a history of British India. Then he divided history in how many parts? And what all parts?
3 parts.
Three parts. Hindu,
Very good.
Hindu,
parts.
Muslim, and
Which were these
British.
3 parts?
Muslim and British.
Very good. Hindu, Muslim, and British. Now, this Hindu, Muslim, and British, this division of the Indian society in 3 periods was based on what? Particularly on what? Based on?
Religion.
Indian history.
time.
Based on? This division was based on which category? किस category को मान करके, basis मान करके इन्होंने ये डिवीजन किया था इंडियन सोसाइटी का, इंडियन हिस्ट्री का? yes, on the basis of
Time.
on the basis of religion, and that too religion of only rulers. Hindu rulers, when in the past, when we were under the local नवाब्स and rulers, जब हिंदू रूल था तब इसीलिए उसको हिंदू पीरियड में डिवाइड कर दिया. Then after Hindu नवाब्स and rulers, the Muslim rule came, that is the rule of Delhi sultans. Then that means that demarcation, that division of period is considered to be the Muslim according to the religion of the Muslim rulers. And then finally the third period, this James Mill has divided into British. British means when the Britishers came. When the Britishers came to India, at that time he has called this history as British history. So he has divided this Indian history into Indian, Muslim, and British according to the religion of the rulers, and that too was wrong. Is that okay? Hello, keep your mics off. The one who want to speak, only unmute yourself and speak out. Yes, is this division of Indian history okay or
No, ma'am.
no? Why?
Because, ma'am, there were other religions rulers too, but they were
Very good, very good. Apart from rulers, there were other religion peoples also present in that Indian society. That is why this division was not, we can say, accurate, and it was given by the Britishers. Now, next year we have also seen that the mill was on of the viewpoint that Indians will only make progress when they will come under the supremacy of Britishers. Britishers के अंडर में आएंगे तभी Britishers के अंडर में आएंगे तभी India can make the progress. So, according to James Mill, the rulers, that is Hindu and Muslim rulers, were despot. Despot means were cruel, and there was a lot of intolerance. Religious intolerance means दूसरों के religions को importance नहीं दिया था. No respect was shown to them. No importance was given to the other religions. Plus caste taboos were very much there. Caste taboos means caste do nots, means restrictions was very much plus superstitious practices were there. So all these dominated at that time in the Indian society, and that is why Mill thought that it is important to have a British rule in India to educate them, to civilize Indian society. It is very much important to have a British rule here in India. And this was the viewpoint of Mill. Then further we have divided that apart from this British class. Yashvi, keep your mic off. Now, apart from this British classification ke alawa, now another classification historians have given, that is classification based on ancient, medieval, and modern. That we uh, means say it is accurate today. That is ancient means you have read what about in the early means 6th standard book. That is the early man life and the changes which happened in the Indian society. Then medieval, that is coming of the rule of the Delhi Sultanates and all. And then modern is considered, when we say modern means the coming of the science and technology, the reasoning power, when people were at the means reasoning power and have the knowledge to understand and explain each and everything clearly. The democratic form of government came, the liberty and equality came. That means that is the modernity, or we can say the modern period. But this is also not correct division of the Indian history. Why? Because ancient, we know that ancient means past, medieval means the coming of the Delhi sultans or the rule of the medieval period. But modernity is most probably concerned with the science and technology, and this changes do appear, we see in the medieval ages also. Medieval period में भी थोड़ा बहुत changes हम देखने को मिलते हैं. So now we can say that historians now divide historians say that the British period is termed as the colonial period. Now the historians refer to the British period as colonial, because if we take this British rule in the modern period, if we include this British rule, then there was no liberty, no equality, no progress during the British rule in Indian society. Indian society में कोई freedom नहीं था, कोई equality नहीं थी, और कुछ liberty नहीं थी. But then also it is termed as modern period. So this will be not correct to say that this was a modern period, because at that time in modern period people were not, then means when they were in the under the British rule, they were not under equality, freedom and liberty, and that is why some historians had referred to this period, that is the British rule, as a colonial period. I hope till here it is clear, everyone. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this paragraph was done. What is colonial?
No, ma'am.
We have to start with this paragraph. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
what is colonial? Now, what is colonial means, in this book, we will read about the way the British came to conquer the country. Now, how Britishers came to our country and as the traders, and finally subjugating local Nawabs. Subjugating means when one country or one area is
Get
brought under the rule of
another country.
another country, that is subjugating. Now we will see that, as we will know that what is colonial means. Colonial means coming under the British rule, when finally Britishers came to India to rule here. Subjugating means making the local Nawabs and Rajas under their supremacy. धीरे धीरे उनकी territories, local Nawab की territories और राजा की जो अपनी kingdoms थी वो अपने में involve कर ली, अपनी supremacy में ले आए Britishers. Now you will see how they establish control over the economy and society. Economy and society, पूरी Indian society पे, उनकी economic administration पे, सब पे धीरे धीरे अपनी supremacy जमा ली, अपना rule organize कर लिया Britishers ने.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
Ma'am, if British rule was called colonial, then what was Hindu rule or Muslim rule called?
हाँ, तो at that time that was the rule, Hindu rule and Muslim rule. That was the डिवीजन मेड बाय द ब्रिटिशर्स. वो ब्रिटिश हिस्टोरियन जो थे उन्होंने उस टाइप का डिवीजन किया था, दैट इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द हिंदू रूलर्स एंड मुस्लिम रूलर्स. बट आफ्टरवर्ड्स आवर हिस्टोरियंस हैड मेड द डिवीजन of Indian history into ancient, that is जब हमारे
Then
लोकल नवाब वगैरह जब हम प्रीवियस पास्ट का अपने इंडियन सोसाइटी का पढ़ते हैं, दैट यू हैव ऑलरेडी गॉन थ्रू इन द 6th स्टैंडर्ड, दैट इज द एंशियंट पीरियड. देन medieval means now in 7th standard you will read about in the 7th standard medieval about the rule of Delhi sultans, mughals and all. And then modern period को हम particularly ये भी जो डिवीजन दिया था इंडियन हिस्टोरियंस ने, ये भी सही तरीके से डिवीजन हम एक्यूरेट नहीं मानते, बिकॉज मॉडर्न पीरियड हम समझते हैं कि इट इज द पीरियड ऑफ लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रीडम. बट यहाँ पर मॉडर्न पीरियड में हम को ब्रिटिश रूल को
ma'am, what
जैसे
is liberty?
लिबर्टी मीन्स फ्रीडम बेटा, फ्रीडम,
Okay.
इंडिपेंडेंस, एक तरीके से किसी के अंडर में नहीं रहना. तो ये जो मॉडर्न रूल है वो भी एक तरीके से हम इसमें इंक्लूड नहीं, अगर हम ब्रिटिश रूल इंक्लूड करते हैं तो हम इसको मॉडर्न पीरियड नहीं कह सकते. व्हाई? बिकॉज ब्रिटिश व्हेन वी वर अंडर द ब्रिटिशर्स वी वर नॉट हैविंग इक्वालिटी, हमें इक्वली ट्रीटमेंट नहीं मिल रहा था. वी वर वेरी मच कंसिडर्ड इंफीरियर फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिशर्स. वी वर नॉट हैविंग एनी टाइप ऑफ फ्रीडम और लिबर्टी, हमें किसी बात का कोई फ्रीडम नहीं था, है ना. That is why this period is cannot be considered as modern, and that is why our historians had given this period the name as colonial. Clear till here? And slowly the slowly the Britishers
Okay,
had
yes, ma'am.
overall control over our administrations, our of our territories and all local nawabs and rajas, total control over our Indian society. And they also started collecting revenue to meet all their expenses. They started collecting what? Revenue. Revenue means taxes. They started collecting taxes from our Indian people to meet all the expenses. To meet all the expenses. Expenses means जो भी उनका खर्चा होता था वो हमारे यहाँ से रेवेन्यू या एक तरीके से टैक्स कलेक्ट कर वो अपना एक्सपेंडिचर पूरा करते थे, प्रॉफिट अर्न करते थे वहां से. अब वो एक्सपेंडिचर क्या था? टू कीप द मिलिट्री एंड ऑल अपडेटेड. अब जो भी था वो जो भी एक्सपेंस कर रहे थे अपनी मिलिट्री में जो खर्चा कर रहे थे वो कहाँ से खर्चा लेकर आएंगे? दे विल टेक ऑल दैट फ्रॉम आवर इंडियन पीपल इन द टाइप ऑफ taxes and all. They bought the goods. Now they also bought the goods they wanted at low
Ma'am?
price. Yes.
मैम इंडियन पीपल से टैक्सेस ब्रिटिशर्स लेते थे.
Yes, British has imposed few taxes. Means वो directly नहीं लेते थे, but they asked like jamidars and all. They had appointed their own people to collect the tax to and give it to the state. Means to the British government. वो डायरेक्टली नहीं करते थे, वो इम्पोज करते थे, एंड दे यूज्ड टू आस्क देयर ओन पीपल. क्लियर? Then they bought the goods
Yes,
they
ma'am.
wanted at the low price. They also used to buy the goods, that is Indian goods, like we have already understood in the 6th standard, that spices and all, cotton cloths and all were very good in India. यहाँ के जो spices थे, जो clothes थे, वो बहुत ही अच्छे थे, अच्छी क्वालिटी के थे, फाइन क्वालिटी के थे. So these things they used to buy from India in low prices. Low prices में खरीदते थे, and they used to sell, take it there in the European countries, and they used to sell it at the high rates, and they used to earn profits like that. तो इस टाइप से उनकी धीरे धीरे supremacy, and they used to earn
Ma'am, the time
profit.
now is which period?
हाँ
Ma'am, the time now is which period? Modern or some other?
बेटा, मेरे को आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है बेटा. योर वॉइस इज ब्रेकिंग. इस पीरियड को हम ब्रिटिश पीरियड कहेंगे.
Ma'am,
When Britishers were
now
there. बेटा, योर वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर. थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आता है, उसमें मैं बता रही हूँ ये पीरियड हमें ब्रिटिश पीरियड, व्हेन वी वर अंडर द रूल ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स. दे यूज्ड टू एक्सप्लॉइट द इंडियन पीपल. वो एक तरीके से इंडियन पीपल का, इंडियन थिंग्स का एक्सप्लॉइटेशन करते थे. गलत फायदा उठाते थे कि यहाँ से सामान लो प्राइस में खरीद के वहां पर जाकर बेचते थे. They wanted they wanted at means they bought the goods they wanted at low price, produced crops they needed for export, और वहाँ जो भी crops उनको जरूरत होती थी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज में, from which they can make profit, they used to ask Indian farmers to produce that crop only. वो ही क्रॉप उगाने के लिए बोलते थे जो कि उनको जिस क्रॉप से फायदा होता था. तो यहाँ इंडियन फार्मर्स को भी वो एक तरीके से वही क्रॉप्स उगाने के लिए बोलते थे जो जिससे उनको फायदा. And we can take the name of indigo. They used to ask the Indian farmers mostly to grow indigo and all, because indigo was a rich color. Indigo क्या था? एक rich color बोल सकते हैं, rich blue dye, जो यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छी थी. तो यहाँ पर वो लोग इंडिगो उगाने के लिए बोलते थे. और जब इंडिगो उगाने के लिए बोलते थे यहाँ पर, तो वो वहां पर यूरोपियंस में यूरोपियन कंट्रीज में उसकी बहुत अच्छी डिमांड थी. Now, and you will understand the changes that came about as a consequence. Now we are reading and learning about understanding about the colonial period. Colonial period means when we were under the British rule. So these things were happening when Indian people or Indian states or our country India was under the Britishers. Then you will come to know about more changes the British rule brought about in value and taste, customs and practices. Now, many other changes were also brought by the Britishers. When their rule was there in India, many other changes were brought in the customs, traditions, taste, practices, laws, rules, regulations. Many things were changed and modified in the British rule. When the subjugation, now you can underline this. What do you mean by this? When the subjugation of one country by another leads to this kind of political, economic, and social and cultural change, we refer to the process as colonization. Now, this is the definition of colonization. What does the word colonization means? Colonization से आप क्या समझते हैं? Colonization means when the subjugation of one country, जब एक country दूसरी country को पूरी तरीके से politically, इकोनॉमिकली, सोशली, कल्चरली जब अपने अंडर में ले लेता है, एंड दे ब्रिंग द चेंजेस अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर cultural taste and values, then that process is called as colonization. Clear? Till here everybody clear? Now you will however find that all classes and groups did not experience these changes in the same way. Now all classes and groups here mentioned of all classes and groups means different types of group of people were there. Farmers form a different group, peasants or farmers same, then zamindars, nobles, chieftains, then wealthy people, rich class people, middle class people, educated class people. So these were all the different classes and groups of people which experienced the changes in different ways. अलग अलग क्लास ग्रुप ऑफ क्लास के लोगों को अलग अलग तरीके के चेंजेस उनकी मीन्स लाइफस्टाइल में चेंजेस किए गए बाय द ब्रिटिश पीपल. दैट इज व्हाई द बुक इज कॉल्ड आवर पास्ट इन द प्लूरल, और इसीलिए हमारी इस बुक का नाम है आवर पास्ट. मीन्स हमारे जो पास्ट में ब्रिटिशर्स जब रूल करते थे तब ऑल क्या चेंजेस आए, दैट ऑल चेंजेस which appeared in different classes and different groups of the people of Indian society. We are going to read about all that in this 7th standard. Clear? Sorry, 8th standard. Now, how do we know? What sources do historians use in writing about the last 250 years of Indian history? Now, what all sources do historians use? Now, as you all know, we know about our history through the different sources. अलग अलग सोर्सेज हैं, अलग अलग तरीके हैं जिससे हमें हमारी हिस्ट्री, वी नो अबाउट आवर पास्ट, एंड वी यूज last 250 years of Indian history. Means to know about last 250 years of Indian history, we need to know about different sources which historians use to know about our past. Now administration produces records. Now first and foremost thing is administration itself produces records. The administration means the government, the rule of the British government, they themselves produce the records and all about these these years, about our past when we were under the British. Now, one important source is the official record of the British administration. Now, one of the important source from which we can know about the British period is the official record of the British administration. जो भी ऑफिस में जो records preserve करके रखे गए हैं, that is forms the main source of knowledge to get us the knowledge about the rule of the British period in India. The British believed that the act of writing was very important. Now, according to Britishers, what was British believe? What did British believe? They believed that the act of writing was very important. Hello. Now, the British believed that the act of writing was very important, means likhna, to note down each and everything which was happening during the rule was very important, because was very important from the British point of view. Britishers चाहते थे कि जो कुछ भी वो डिसीजन ले रहे हैं, जो कुछ भी वो एग्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं, whatever policies, whatever instructions, plans, policies, decision, agreement, investigation, whatever they are doing here in India, it should be clearly written up. So this was the belief of Britishers, that everything, whatever they are doing, whether they are taking decision or any type of agreement they are doing with anyone, any king or one, or investigation they are doing, each and everything should be written down or noted down. Once this was done, things could be properly studied and debated. And once these instructions, plans, policies, decision, agreement or investigation, whatever done by the Britishers, एक बार अगर इनको लिख लिया जाता था, then they were properly studied and debated. उनको अच्छे से पढ़ा जा सकता था, समझा जा सकता था, and they would be debated. Debated means discussed with one another. एक जो भी decision लिया जाता था, जो भी agreement लिया जाता था, वो अगर लिखा हुआ हो कहीं, now you also may be aware about it, that whatever things, if I am telling you, if you are not writing anywhere, तो आप ये एक अभी समझोगे, बाद में भूल जाओगे. But when I am explaining you, I am giving you meaning of every one, a particular word. If you are noting down there anywhere, पास में कहीं नोट करके लिख रहे हो उसका मीनिंग, या आप अंडरलाइन करके रख रहे हो, that shows that you when in future if you want to have the knowledge about the same, उसका बारे में आप अगर वापस पढ़ना चाहोगे, then it will be easy for you to read out and understand the lesson again. So the same thing was then. This conviction produced an administrative culture of memos, notings, and reports. Now, this conviction means this art of writing. This art of writing of Britishers, they produced the administrative culture. एक तरीके से administrative culture हुआ, उनके पास आ गया, and they administrative culture of what? Memos, notings, and reports. Memos, notings, and reports means किसी भी तरह का कोई लेटर, ऑफिशियल लेटर, किसी भी तरह का कोई नोट or any type of report, that all forms the administrative culture of the British, if it is properly noted down or written, so that it can be discussed in future. The British also felt that all important documents and letters needed to be carefully preserved. Now, the Britishers did not only believe in the act of writing, but they also believed in carefully preserving these writings. जो भी इनके पास ये written material था about the agreement, decision or any plan and all, they all kept it safely. उनको अच्छे से protect करके safely preserve करके रखा जाता था. So they set up record rooms, and for the preservation of these, they had set up a record rooms attached to all administrative institutions. सारे administrative institution means all the government offices. सारे government offices के पास एक तरीके से एक room बना दिया गया था, that was called as what? That room was called as a record room, in which all the agreement, decision, instruction, plan, policy, whatever taken by the Britishers, they were kept carefully and in the preserved form over there. Now the village tahsildar, now what all administrative institutions were there? कौन कौन से administrative institutions या government offices थी? The administrative institutions were village tehsildar office, collectorate office, commissionerate office, provisional secretaries, the law courts all had their record room. So जितने भी ये सब administrative institutions थे, government offices थे, ये सब के पास अपना अपना एक record room था, so that whatever decisions, plans, investigation, agreement, policies is uh, taken in that particular office, वो सब written down करके, note down करके, उन record room में preserve करके रखा जाता था. Now specialized agencies, you can underline this. Specialized institutions like archives and museums were also established to preserve important records. Now to preserve important records, what all things were there? Archives and museums. Now this archives and museums, I hope this word is not clear, means new to you. Archives and museums, what does the word archives means? Archives
A
means
place where manuscripts and
very good, very good.
different documents
Archives
are
means a place
preserved.
where manuscripts or important official documents are preserved. Museums are also the same thing. So these specialized institutions were set up by the Britishers, so as to keep these official documents with them safely. Clear till here, everybody? Now letters and memos. Memos means किसी को कोई लेटर दिया गया है, कुछ एप्लीकेशन दिया गया है to or anybody is asked to give the explanation for any work he or she has done, so that is form of memos. They had that moved from one branch to the administration of other in the early years of the 19th century can still be read in the archives. अब archives में आज भी ये letters, ये memos which were there and present in the administration unit, that is in the government offices, जो भी ये चीजें थी वो आज भी हमें देखने को मिलती है. Then you can also study the notes and reports that district officials prepared. Now district means provinces officials जो थे वो भी अपनी reports, अपनी notes prepare करते थे. They also means are carefully preserved, or instructions or directives, or they were sent by officials at the top to provincial administrative. Means any letter, any type of memos and all which were prepared by district officials also, या बड़े से छोटे जो भी officers जो भी वर्क करते थे गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में, जो जिस टाइप का भी डिसीजन लेते थे, everything was carefully noted down and preserved. Now in the early years of 19th century, these documents were carefully copied out and beautifully written by the calligraphist. Now these writings जो भी ये लिखा जाता था, that was copied in a beautiful handwriting by calligraphist. Now what does the word calligraphist, who is a calligraphist? Who is a calligraphist? Who is a calligraphist?
जो अलग अलग
person
तरह
Good person who
Yes.
writes.
calligraphy.
Yes, a person who knows the art of writing in beautiful handwriting. Means अलग अलग types में वो letters और लिखते हैं. That is the person calligrapher. उसको calligraphist बोलते हैं. That is, you can underline this. Who is a calligraphist? Calligraphist is a person who are specialized in the art of beautiful handwriting. Clear? Now, by the middle of the 19th century, with the spread of printing, multiple copies of these records were printed as proceedings of each government department. Now, the multiple copies, many copies of these records in which any decision, any plan, or any means planning or administrative record was there, it was copied down in multiple copies when printing was there. When the spread of printing was there, printing press जब आई उस जमाने में, तब जितना भी रिकॉर्ड रूम्स में रिकॉर्ड्स अवेलेबल थे उसकी मल्टीपल कॉपीज बनाई गई. Clear? Now in figure 4, the National Archives, you can underline this. The National Archives came up in 1920. When did the National Archives in India came up? The National Archives in India came up in 1920. When New Delhi was built, जब नई दिल्ली बनी थी, The National Museum and National Archives both were located close to Viceregal Palace. अब National Museum and National Archives ये कहाँ पर दोनों ये चीजें कहाँ पर लोकेट की गई थी, कहाँ पर बनाई गई थी? Viceregal Palace. Viceregal is the again the we can say एक तरीके से टाइटल गिवन द वाइसरीगल पैलेस के बिल्कुल पास में ये आर्चीव्स नेशनल म्यूजियम और नेशनल आर्चीव्स बनाई गई थी. दिस लोकेशन रिफ्लेक्ट्स द इम्पोर्टेंस दीज इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैड इन द ब्रिटिश इमेजिनेशन. और ये हमें बताती है कि उस समय नेशनल आर्चीव्स और नेशनल म्यूजियम्स कितना इम्पोर्टेंट रखता था ब्रिटिश पीरियड के टाइम पर. आई होप टिल हियर इट इज क्लियर एवरीवन. टिल हियर इट इज क्लियर. Hello.
Ma'am, from
Yes, ma'am.
where we
Okay, now for today I end up here only.
ma'am, from where we got archives?
Hello. Yes, beta.
From where we got archives?
From where we go
Ma'am,
archives.
from where we got archives?
From where we got archives.
Got
Archives हमें कहीं से मिली नहीं है. They were
हाँ.
means they were the rooms prepared. एक तरीके से buildings थी prepared करी थी जिसमें हम important documents वगैरह सेव करके रख सकते थे. And in the past manuscripts you know manuscripts were what? Easily damageable. वो
Yes.
bark और leaves of the plants पे लिखी जाती थी. पास्ट में
Yes,
जब
ma'am.
प्रिंटिंग प्रेस वगैरह पेपर नहीं था तो उस समय क्या था कि ये जो मनुस्क्रिप्ट थी उस वक्त ये नेशनल आर्चिव्स नाम की एक बिल्डिंग्स में प्रिजर्व करके रखी जाती थी. वही नेशनल आर्चिव्स आज भी नेशनल आर्चिव्स करके बिल्डिंग्स जो है बनाई जाती हैं प्रिजर्व करने के लिए डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड ऑल प्रिजर्व करने के लिए.
Means archives are written on paper.
नेशनल आर्चिव्स बेटा नेशनल आर्चिव्स एक तरीके से जगह है बेटा जहां पर हम ये सब चीजें डॉक्यूमेंट्स प्रिजर्व करके रखते हैं. और ये जो प्रिजर्व
Yes,
करके
right.
रखते हैं डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह ना वो रिटन में होता है या किसी को कोई पास्ट हमें कुछ चीज मिल जाती है रिटन में वो प्रिंटिंग जब आई जब रिटन में होने लगा तो ये हम इसमें पहले हम मनुस्क्रिप्ट्स प्रिजर्व करके रखते थे. तो नेशनल आर्चिव इज अ बिल्डिंग. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, fine. So I end up today here only. In our next class, we are going to continue with surveys become important. Till then, read the lesson. And if you are not able to follow anything, you can ask me in the next class. Okay? Thank you.